Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your MLB baseball preview and predictions for a Friday, July 30th. Hope you have yourself a good start to your weekend. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right hand corner or hit the subscribe button below this video if you are using a mobile device. Alright, TGIF, thank God it's Friday. Hopefully you're having a good start to your weekend, and we'll get to the World Series of Handicap in just a few minutes. Today's podcast is brought to you by bullpenpicks.com. Anybody can play, anybody can join, and you want to follow the top scores today at bullpenpicks.com. And there's Art55, already the one-man party at 721. In-game, Jerry D. Harris at 664. And we got a new third-place leader. There's Crankster 374, Craig Franklin at 618. And those are your top three players right now at bullpenpicks.com. You want to follow their picks because they are riding the hot hand. All right, let's take a look at the SBI, the Sports Betting Index. And what we do in this segment is we take a look at the sports betting markets and we take a look at what's come in the last couple of days. And if you can see yesterday, 7-5 for the favorites. Favorites are just running away with it this week. They've won 6 of the last 7 days. They are hitting at 58.4% in the 7-day average. And looking at the 1-month average, nearly 60%, 59.6. And looking at the over-unders, 500 yesterday, 6-6. And looking at the 7-day average, we're in a neutral market for overs. In fact, it's 48.6 for the overs and 51.4 for the unders. All right. Let's get to the forecast here today. We got a lot of games, and we'll kick it off with the Nationals. I don't know what this team's going to look like now. Losing all, they lose Hand, they lose Turner, they lose Scherzer. Man, this is the classic rebuild situation in Washington. I don't know how the fans feel about that, but no line yet on this game, obviously, because they want to see who's going to be in the lineup. So we'll wait for the official lines to come out, and you get the forecast at ATSstats.com. Phillies taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pirates losing big yesterday to the Bucks. In fact, they got swept by Milwaukee. They're on a 4-game losing streak. The over-under today is set at 9. Phillies are favored by -123. They're coming off an 11-8 win yesterday. In fact, that was a doubleheader. They lost the first one to Washington with Scherzer pitching, and now they are going into Pittsburgh to take on the Pittsburgh Pirates as a 123 favorite. Vince Velasquez going up against Will Crow, and we do have the Phillies winning this one 5.3 to 4.4. The over/under is set at 9.82. Looking at the chance of winning the Cal, 58% for the Phillies, but 81% for the Bucks. The Cal stands for chances of winning, and that is based on our law of average theory. On the more teams that it's pretty easy. The more teams go on a losing streak, the higher your percentage play of winning the next game becomes, right? It's all based on the 50-50 law of average theory. And looking at the Kogo is at 42%. Kogo stands for chance of game going over the total. All right, Toronto's been waiting for a long time for this one, and the only 15,000 fans will be allowed in the Sky Dome today. I still call it the Sky Dome, the Rogers Center, and it will be loud. The Toronto Blue Jays getting in this morning very early. If you look at their Twitter feed, looks like they got in at 4:40 this morning, so I don't know how they're going to be this evening. Hopefully they get their 8 hours in today. And $210 is the price tag for Toronto. The over-under set at 10.5. ATS forecast, computer pick, going to lean with the Blue Jays in a romp. 11.04 to 3.23. The over-under set at 14.27. Daniel Lynch going up against Ross Stripling of the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays coming off that 13-1 win at Fenway last night. And KC winning 5-0 to the White Sox yesterday. And now KC's on a 5-game under streak. Detroit taking on the Baltimore Orioles. The Tigers were our 10-star game of the week. Folks, I'm going to do a video after this one on baseball winning systems. And I got one you don't want to miss. It cashed in last night. It is now 14-1, and I'll get to that in the next video. But Tiger, our 10-star game of the week winner last night, 6-2 win was the final, and now they're going in against the Orioles in the second game. Matt Harvey up against Tarek Skubal of the Tigers. We do like the Orioles in this one, though. 4.4 to 4.1. The over-under is set at 8.65. Bookmakers have made the Tigers a 141 favorite. I had them listed at +110, and I had the Orioles at +155. Could be a great series in Tropicana Field this weekend in St. Petersburg, Florida. Tampa Bay taking on the Boston Red Sox. Now the Rays coming off that 2-touchdown win yesterday over the, I don't know if it was the Jets or Giants, but we'll call them the Yankees. And it was 14-0 final. Tampa Bay, a -136 favorite here today. I had them listed at -166. The Bull Sox took it on the chin yesterday against the Blue Jays, 13-1. And the over-under in this game is set at 9. Forecast, the computer pick based on 18 previous games in the system. Gonna lean with the Boston Red Sox, 4.7 to 3.5. The over-under at 8.32. Martin Perez going up against Josh Fleming here for the Rays. Cincinnati taking on the New York Mets. Mets losing 6-3 yesterday in the afternoon delight against the Atlanta Braves. It was a 6-3 final. The Cincinnati Reds winning against the Cubs 7-4 in the last game. And looking at Sonny Gray going up against Carlos Carrasco today for the New York Mets. And we do like the Reds in this one. 3.8 to 3.4. The over-under at 7.27. It does like it to go under the total of 8. In my line on the game, I did have the Mets at 140, minus 140. And I had the Reds at minus 132. First pitch today at Citi Field, 7:10 Eastern. New York Yankees taking on the Miami Marlins. As I said, they lost by 2 touchdowns to the Rays yesterday. And you got the Marlins losing their last game 8-7 against the Orioles. They're playing on 1 day's rest. The Miami's last 3 games have gone over the total. Zach Thompson up against Jameson Taillon, who looked pretty good in his last start. And looking at the line here, 162 for the Yankees. And we do have the Marlins pulling the upset here, 5.6 to 2.4. The over-under at 8.13. And looking at Miami's last 3 games, I've gone over the total. Milwaukee taking on the Atlanta Braves. Now, the Brew Crew, a 135 favorite in this one. The over-under set at 8.5. ATS forecast, computer pick, going to lean with the team that won by 12 yesterday. In fact, they beat the Bucks 12-0. And we got them at 5.7 to 4.7 for Atlanta. The over-under at 10.54. Touki Toussaint going to go here for the Braves. He'll be up against Corbin Burns of the Milwaukee Brewers. And when Burns goes for the Brew Crew, he is 9-8 on the year. 9-6-2. Milwaukee now on a 3-game win streak. They swept the Bucks in their series, and the Mets losing to the Atlanta Braves yesterday was an afternoon affair. So first game, win that afternoon game, take a flight back to Atlanta, and now you got a tough task with the Brew Crew. Seattle taking on the Texas Rangers. Now Seattle going to send Logan Gilbert to the hill up against Colby Allard of the Texas Rangers. And when Gilbert goes for Seattle, they're 9-1 in his starts. Man, talk about a pitcher flying under the radar that doesn't get much attention. That's, Seattle's small market team out west. Nobody talks about them a lot, but we sure do here on the Raymond Report, because Seattle has made us some money this year, and we like them again here tonight as a no line yet, but we'll give you the prediction. 6.3 to 5.06, the over-under at 11.38. But again, check the website. Once the lines get released, that forecast will change. Cleveland taking on the Chicago White Sox. Going to be a good rivalry matchup here this weekend at Guaranteed Rate Field. You got Lance Lynn, the burly right-hander, going up against J.C. Maya of the Cleveland Indians. Now, announced yesterday that Terry Francona stepping down for health reasons, so we wish him all the best. And, being a former Expos fan in the 80s, Terry Francona did wear the bleu blanc rouge, as they say in Quebec. And he was an Expo for a while, and we wish him the best. Now, the bookmakers have made Chicago minus 184. The over-under set at 8.5. ATS forecast, computer pick, going to go with the burly right-hander, Lance Lynn, and the White Sox. 4.2 to 2.1. The over-under is set here at 6.38. 54% chance of winning for the White Sox. 41 for the Tribe, who are coming off a 7-2 win in the last game, while the White Sox losing 5-0 to the Royals. In fact, I think they lost 2 or 3 to the Royals on that trip. Last 5 games for Chicago have gone under the total. The Twins taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals winning the last game 7-2 against the Cleveland Indians. They're playing on 1 day's rest, and so are the Twinkies. Twinkies losing. In fact, that was a Vikings line affair. The last game for Minnesota, losing 17-14 to the Tigers. Minus 115 is the price tag here today. So the Twins are road favorite, with Jose Barrios going up against Wade LeBlanc of the St. Louis Cardinals. We do have the Twins winning this one, 4.3 to 3.9. The over-under at 8.35. Looking at the Twins' last 3 games have gone over the total, and your Kogo, though, is at 32%, meaning a 68% chance on the Kogo to go under the total. Oakland taking on the LA Angels. Now the Halos losing 4-0 to the A's yesterday. Patrick Sandoval going to go up against Chris Bassett of the Oakland Athletics. Minus 112 is the price here. I had them listed at minus 163. You can see the Angels at plus 104 on my value index. And we do like the Oakland A's here. 4.98 to 4.2, the over-under at 9.22. Oakland now on a 2-game win streak. LA Dodgers, man, they just got the rich get richer. Is Scherzer and Turner coming along for the ride, for the championship ride, hopefully for them. And minus 178 is the price here on the Dodgers. I had them at minus 179, so right there, fair market value on the Dodger Blue here today. Tony Gonsolin going to go up against Zach Gallen of the Arizona Diamondbacks. And I think Gallen got rocked in his last outing, can't remember, but I remember seeing that game, and it wasn't a good performance for Gallen. In fact, let me bring it up here on the Rain Report, and I'll go to the Arizona. Zach Gallen, 1-5 on the season, ERA at 4.0. And yeah, the Chicago Cubs, 6 hits, 7 runs, earned runs, only made 4 innings. That was last weekend when it was at Wrigley. Now, looking at the forecast, 7.1 to 3.4, the over-under at 10.56. And my line on the game, I had the Dodgers, as I said, of minus 179, 158. Your Kogo is at 58%. All right, the game of the night will be at Oracle Park between the Giants and the Houston Astros. Should be a great one here. You got Kevin Gausman against Framber Valdez for the Houston Astros. Stros are 63-40 on the year. And who saw this coming? 64-38 for San Francisco. Minus 113 is my line on the game. The bookmaker's line is minus 113. I had minus 160, but I also had minus 200 for Houston. Now going into a weekend series like this, I got a feeling that Houston, with all that experience, you're going to get some really good value this weekend on the Houston Astros, coming off that 11-4 win over Yusei Kikuchi and the Mariners in the last game. Framber Valdez, when he goes for the Stros, they're 7-3, but Kevin Gausman, he could be Cy Young talk here, 13-7 on the season. In fact, let me check out his ERA on the year. I think it's under 2. And the Gausman on the year, 2.21, 9-4 on the season, having a heck of a year. And the computer pick going to lean with the Giants though, 4.48, 4.04, the over/under at 8.52. And the last 3 games for the Stros have gone over the total. Colorado taking on the San Diego Padres. Now the Padres a 174 chalk. The over/under set at 8. ATS forecast computer pick going to lean with Ryan Weathers over John Gray of the Colorado Rockies, 4.6 at 3.9. The over/under set here at 8.63. Looking at the Rockies' last game, 3-0 loss to the Padres. They are now on a 2-game losing streak. All right. Trends are your friends, everybody's favorite segment here. And if you haven't seen lately, I'm also giving out team trends on the Raymond Report. So if you want to get more trends, I'm going to have 3 more team trends here today on the YouTube channel. Check it out. And also, don't miss my new segment. It's going to be called winning systems. I think it's going to be called winning system, and I got a couple of winning systems I'm going to share with you guys here today. But before we do, let's go to the trends. LA Angels 13-1. Look at this. As they pick 'em the 120 home dog, playing the month of July the last 5 years. That is some pretty solid. 13-1 as a favorite. Yeah, there's nothing to really oh-hum about. But as a home underdog, that's pretty solid. Last 5 years, 92.8%. The under 13-1 for the Marlins as a 120 to 140 home dog versus American League Conference opponent last 10 years. And you got Jameson Taillon going. He's pretty solid in his last outing. In fact, let me look at that. I talked about that earlier, Taillon. He looked really good in his last outing. Let me bring up the numbers against Boston. That's right. He went 7 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs. That was on July 24th. Really solid outing right there. Angels 12-1. We talked about that as a home dog. Marlins, Tigers, Detroit 10-1 at home, playing the month of July this season. They've been really, the home cooking's been good for the Tigers. And let's lead it off with another current season trend. I like those, right? Any more down here? Here we go. The White Sox, 14-3 as a home team after a conference game this season. And the Brew Crew, 14-3 as a away team with the totals between 8 and 9 this season. All right, there you have it. Before I get to the end, don't forget the World Series of Handicapping Pro Football Contest is registration is underway. Sign up today, folks. $25 entry fee. You win the ring, you win the contest, you win the cash, $1,500. And if you go 7-0 during any of the weeks, you get $50 in cash. So think of it this way. You pay $25 to enter. Anytime you go 7-0, you get your entry fee back and you get $25 to boot and buy yourself a pizza and a beer, right? All right, there you have it. That was the Rain Report for TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Oh, look at that. The World Series of Handicapping right there again. And I know you guys are going to join, right? You're going to support the site, and appreciate you guys watching each and every day. And don't forget, you can follow my picks each and every day right here at bullpenpicks.com. Go to Most Followed and look for the Expos logo. And you can see Ronnie Ray is my handle. 5 and 6 yesterday. but still having a good year. I think I'm still leading. I know old Musk there is right behind me in the standings. I see you, Musk. I see you. You're right behind. I had a 10 game lead, and that dwindled down to what now? A 3-point lead over Musk. So I gotta start. I gotta put on my belt here and go back to work here. All right, have yourself a great rest of your day. As always, shop for value, play those percentages. We'll see you back shortly here with another Raymond Report. Cheers.